Hi guys! Welcome to our channel. I'm Ruth, and in this video I want to talk to you about why having a good idea is not enough. We can fall very easily into this trap of thinking that the only thing that separates us from being successful is this $1 million idea. I have this perfect idea that everyone needs, and I'm gonna be a great success, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Whatever it is that you're dreaming about, media and social media in specific really taught us that the only way to succeed is to come up with this amazing idea, and from there on, your road is set and it's super easy. But sadly, that is not the case. A good idea is great, but it's not enough. Execution is what matters. I'm willing to bet that whatever brilliant idea you're thinking about, hundreds of other people are thinking about too. That's where you can distinguish yourself from the crowd. That's where you can become successful. Actually do something with this brilliant idea that you have. Don't wait around for someone to find you and turn you into a success. Don't you want it to be you? You need to actually think about how you're going to make money out of it and have a business plan around it. And that can be very overwhelming if you're starting out, have never done anything in business before. In this video, I will take you through 5 principles that you need to think about and 5 different questions that you need to ask yourself in order to turn your idea into a business and turn it into a success. Let's dive in. The first one is market fit. So you might think this idea is amazing, your family might think this idea is amazing, but that's not good enough. You need to make sure that your idea actually has a market, it actually has people who are willing to pay for it. What problem does it solve? Who will use it? Before you jump in and actually start implementing anything, I want you to ask yourself, who are going to be my users? Who are going to be my customers? And will they be willing to pay for that? If you don't know the answer, you need to do some market research with the relevant people to find out. And make sure that this is something that can be successful before you spend resources, time, and money on it. So the keyword here is research. The second principle is good execution. So it might be an amazing idea, it might change the world, but are you capable of actually implementing it? Do you have the skills to actually do that? Because if you don't, then the best idea in the world will fail. What you need to do is actually look at an MVP, a minimum viable product. Think about the minimum requirement for whatever idea that you have to succeed. Something very simple that you can easily do. Go out, do that, release it into the world, get feedback from customers, and then as you go, you can actually expand it and increase it. But don't try to be perfect on the get-go. What you want to ask yourself about your execution is, what skills and resources do I need in order to do that? If I don't have them, how can I acquire them? The third principle is pricing. What you want to do with pricing is actually related to your market fit. It really depends on who your customers are, who your audience is. How much would they be willing to pay? You need to build your pricing plans smartly so that if you have different types of customers, your pricing fit the ones that have the least amount of money as well as the ones who have the most amount of money. You want to squeeze the most out of your rich customers, but also make sure you fit the cheaper customers, the ones who don't have a lot of money but might still want to use your product. So this is an important part of your market research. Actually check, make sure how much you can charge for your product. The questions to ask yourself here are, how much would people be willing to pay? What are my different customer profiles and how can I fit my pricing for each one of them? Know your audience, get to know your crowd, have a proper understanding of what they actually need and what they want. The fourth principle is marketing, and it is arguably 50% of what you need to do to turn your business successful. Because you might have a brilliant idea and wonderful execution, but if no one hears about it, you're not helping anyone, not yourself and not your potential customers. So you need to know, where are your customers at? How can you reach them? How can you deliver the message to them in a way that they will actually understand, that would actually drive them to take action? The questions to ask yourself here are, where are my customers at? How can I reach them? And lastly, the fifth principle is customer support. Now, you might not like to hear it because customer support can be a not pleasant experience for any business owner, but it is crucial for your success. You want your customers to actually be happy with the product that they are receiving, with how much they are paying, with the service that they feel like they're getting. And the only way to do that is to provide quality customer support that will make them feel like you're there for them, like you want to service them. You don't need a fancy customer support team. It's enough in the beginning that you do it. When we started off with our app Reconvert, we supported customers via email and Facebook Messenger. Very simple, free, very basic, but it did the job. We were available, we cared about our customers, and we showed them that we did. Very basic, very much free, but it did the job. We cared about our customers, we were available, and we showed them that we cared. That is the most important thing when you do customer support. Where would your customers prefer to communicate with you, and how can you connect with what they want and need? So these are our 5 principles to taking an idea and starting to mold it into an actual business and starting to get a better understanding of what you need to do next. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot that you need to do. But as I mentioned in the beginning, starting a new business is overwhelming. So simplify it for yourself. Start with these 5 questions, with these 5 principles, and move on from there. So which one of these points do you struggle with the most? Is there one where you feel you're lacking understanding in, or that you're not sure how to move on with? Let us know in the comments. Let's start a conversation and help each other out. This is it for this video. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, make sure to subscribe, click the bell notification, and like this video. Okay, this is it.